I am Vapor Watch, otherwise known as just Watch. I'm the guy on VapeNet that has all the watches, obviously. So I'm here today to tell you how to do this. This is a 306 atomizer that I have put into a dual coil cartomizer sleeve, and basically the reason I do this is so that I don't get spit. Juice spitting at me whenever I use a bottom feeder or whenever I over drip. And anybody that's ever used a bottom feeder knows that it's easy to overfeed it, and then you end up with a mouthful of hot juice, which is never pleasant. So no juice in the mouth. It's got a lot of juice in it. So it's a great way to, I don't know, give you a better vape. I've found that it works best for me, and might not work for a lot of people out there. It might work perfectly for some people out there. Please excuse me, I am very tired. I haven't slept in a while, so if I look a little tired, I am. So what you're going to need: 306 atomizer. You will need the sleeve from a dual coil cartomizer, and there are videos on the net about how to take these off. I would love to show you, but I tried in 6 other videos before this, and I didn't fail on this part. I failed on the talking part, so we're down to having the tube already. Easily enough to find out how to get the tube off of a cartomizer. You will need the cart from a 306. These black ones do not tend to work nearly as well as the orange ones, so I like the orange ones. And as a standby, one of these saddle valves. Now, the saddle valve is just in case the atomizer with this put on it isn't big enough and it goes in too easily. So use this to make a little dent in it and it goes in slower, which I think we may have to do here because this atomizer is slightly smaller. You can see it'll actually slide all the way through it, so most likely we're gonna have to do that. So what you want to do is you want to cut this long enough that whatever holes you might put in this are covered. And what I recommend, you know, the dual coil Carto tanks, the ones with the flange on them, those have the holes pre-punched in them. This should be long enough to cover those holes. I actually like using those cartomizers better because they come off easier. So let me show you how to do this. This is quite easy. X-Acto knife, most handy dandy tool in vaping. You want to cut it off far enough up that it would cover any holes you do. Go back. This part, make sure you're holding both parts, because if you don't, one will go flying. That's a little crooked, so let me clean that up a little bit. There we go. Alright. Pop that in there to clean it up. Looks good to me. So you can tell it doesn't have to be beautiful, just has to be cut. You want the factory edge of this little cart that you just cut against the flange on the 306. So like that. So wrong atomizer. There we go. Flange like that. So now, moment of truth. Are we going to have to cut into this? Probably not. So you see how it binds up right there. Now, so you don't have to do a bunch of beating and banging. Pop that out. Slide that on in like that till it's flush. Then slide your atomizer in there. You know what? Before I do this, because once you do this, it's pretty permanent. They don't come out very easily. I'm gonna ohm this out real quick. It should be a 1.5 ohm atomizer. 1.6 ohms, close enough. All right, just wanted to make sure I had the right atomizer there. All right, so slide this in, and what you want to do, a few good hits right on the end of the connector. The reason you want to hit there, honestly, I don't know. I don't like hitting there because then you can dent it and you wouldn't be able to use your drip shield. So I put it there. I haven't broken one yet, but you watch. I'll do it tonight. One. There you go. That's all you need right there. So you'll see it's almost completely flush. I don't want to go banging on this thing. I don't want to beat the hell out of it, you know. It's good. That's not coming out. It's not coming out tomorrow or the next day or the next day. If you absolutely had to take this out of that sleeve, you could probably do it by putting something like this in there and banging on it until it popped out. Your coil is pretty well protected down in there. You're not going to be able to see it. So you can see that little flange that's on top of the coils. That's pretty well protected. So that is your 306 to dual coil tank sleeve. How does it work? Well, I do want to cover one thing real quick. If this tube were to have been too big, or the atomizer were to have been too small, what you do then is you use your punch, and you run it up, and basically you just barely break the surface of the metal. You just barely break through. All you're doing is looking for the little dent on the inside. What that dent does, it gives the plastic sleeve something to hold on to, and it keeps it in there. So how's this work? Let's find out. Just in case you didn't recognize it, I'm using the GVM Groove tonight. Love this device. So slide it on there. And oddly enough, mine seems to be bottoming out just as it gets connection. So it's quite nice. I don't know if they designed it that way or what, but no juice. Lots of juice. A little more juice. Lots more juice. Oh yeah. That's a lot of juice in there. We're gonna give it a little more juice. Haven't gotten a drop in my mouth yet. Still not a drop. One. Yeah. Had a lot of juice in it too. There's still plenty in there. 3. So you get the idea. It helps just in case you overfeed it. So if you're like me and you like bottom feeders, or you're constantly over dripping in your drip shields, or you just like the idea of a longer atomizer, you want a little less heat, give this a shot. It's well worth the time and effort it takes to do it. And it's a great vape. So, till the next time I do another video, or I see you in my room, or something like that, just tell you guys, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. And vape on.